back to the channel, and today is my November TBR. So we've just come off of spooky season and it's time I get back to my normal genres, I suppose, of fantasy, sci-fi, crime and classics. And I have a book of each in November. I'm basically going to read one book per week and you'll see why when I hold them up. So the first one will be a sci-fi novel, and that is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Now, Red Rising is kind of a Booktube darling. Pierce Brown is a very popular author currently in kind of the book sphere. Now, this I know almost nothing about. I just know it comes highly rated. I think this one is about 390 pages, something around there. So it's kind of slightly longer than average, but it shouldn't take too long. I think a week should be fairly comfortable reading for that. I've heard that the prose style is quite accessible. And I'm kind of intrigued into reading a sci-fi series for once rather than a standalone. Week 2 is going to be a classic and a return to Roger's Cheap Old Book Club over at Michael K. Vaughan's channel. They are reading The Scarlet Pimpel. So I'm going to be reading from this lovely folio society edition of The Scarlet Pimpel in week 2 of November. It's only about 300 pages long, The Scarlet Pimpel, so it's not the longest novel, but it is a classic that was on my 50 books to read before I'm 50, so I'll be really happy to get that one off the bucket list, as well as taking part in that reading event. Week 3 is back to fantasy, so it's been a little while since I read a true fantasy or like a kind of pure fantasy novel, and I'm going back to Realm of the Eldlings with Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb. Now, I've been out of Realm of the Eldlings now for about 10 months, so it's about time I get back to it. And this trilogy does kick off with Fool's Errand. This is about 600 pages or 590 pages long, so it's the longest novel of the month for me. And it may take me more than a week, this one, but I'm really excited to get back to some fantasy and some Robin Hobb. And then finally, we're going to do some crime. So week 4 of November, I'm going with Michael Connelly's The Black Echo, which is the first novel in the Bosch detective series. So The Black Echo is around 460 pages. It's fairly chunky, but it is, I've been told Michael Connelly has quite an accessible writing style, so hopefully I can read this in a week as well. And yeah, interested to start another series. Like, I don't have enough series to read already, but it's a crime series and I don't have too many crime series on the go at the moment. Mostly stuff like Agatha Christie and Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. So yeah, some modern crime series to sprinkle in there as well. Those 4 books, they have a fairly average, I would say, page count for me in a month. I believe they come in at maybe 1700 or just over 1700 pages, which for me is pretty good. I think over 4 weeks that should be fairly achievable. Back to my kind of classic page counts, back to my classic genres, and yeah, really excited to get back on the bandwagon, so to speak, in November. Let me know what genres you're reading from in November in the comments below and we can have a little chat.